Excellent. We're learning, peoples. We are learning. Kaboom. Right.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Clawbar.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Excellent. We've now got the claw bar.
Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Okay. Let's do said double jump. Double jump, double jump, double jump, double jump. There we go. This looks...
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living...
You're on your way to performing a special attack. Possible special attacks are prompted in the lower right corner of the screen. Pressing the indicated button while shown will trigger your special attack.
When absorbed, including you. Sharp steel.
Wait for... hold on. Double jump. Yes. Down. You absorbed a bioblob. These points are used to unlock mutations. You collect bioblobs by defeating Morks and finding containers at various places in the world. Okay. You can use these bioblobs to unlock special powers at any time by accessing the mutations part of the menu. Okay. I have a mutation section in here now. Biogenetic psi powers exist. To use Vile Bile, press down on the M, but you have bound the ability to. All right. Okay. And... oh yes, we want these. Blink. Right, upgrade resistance. We'll do anti-biohazard, anti-fire, anti-ice for now, and then we'll leave that there. Tools. Old world crafty gear. Right, okay. Climb the chain, eh?
Seems strong enough.
Around here. Off we go down the stairs. So, I'm thinking, get through these tutorials and see where we stand. But again, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the videos on YouTube. And follow us and join in on Twitch. Don't be afraid to jump into the chat.
Toxanol built
We're all
vessels
friendly
called
here.
arcs to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single arc they left behind that we know other arcs traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Fauna puzzles, these are scattered around the world. Some open new paths while others feature different rewards. To switch node. To switch which node is selected, use L and R. To rotate the nodes, use L1 and R1. Number of rotations.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Okay, I figured it out.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
And now we are in charge. The human race is dead. There is just us.
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing.
No.
It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
It's also required.
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go.
Here we go. airstrike, perfectly countering an enemy attack will stun them. A stunned enemy has stars cycling above their head. After hitting the enemy again, you can launch it up in the air by pressing L1.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Good hit.
Right, round. Okay.
Itchy trigger finger.
Itchy trigger finger.
Super effective.
He's dealing with some shit.
Now that's a flesh wound.
You little pricks.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Farewell, fool. You have a good eye for that stuff.
New friend and old friend.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is, what? There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have.
Excellent.
It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Remember. Way back in the long ago. Is this Baba me? This is Baba me? Baba me. I am only but the height of a blade of grass. Right, guys, let's keep moving on. We're loving this. Great. Run, little tiger, run.
Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
I was a proper little ninja as a child.
You've found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Primal energy. The hoop net has been received.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed.
He should be. I'm a net king.
He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree.
Happy to help.
They're hiding in the glitter grass that mostly grows deep inside damp caves, where they draw mineral from the natural rock. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Let's get our ass back to the tree. I can see the little tree.
Now that you've seen the Nonno's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Mooma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxinol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive.